Transformers news like you've never seen. Sassy takes plastic facts, box and boxes ready to attack. Anagons flowing stories to tell. Autobots and Decepticons ringing the bell. From leaks to legends, toys to the show. Get ready, collectors, it's time to go. Danni Dolphin's Transformers Cybercast. Rogue Rainbow bringing the plastic blast. Sassy takes plastic facts, box and boxes ready to attack.
Hey, and welcome back to another Transformers Cybercast. I'm your host, Danni Dolphin. I'm here with the Mr.
N-Put. Just like John Cena, you can't see me.
Kind of spur of the moment, but yeah, like I said, the other stuff I just didn't get. We didn't have a topic this week. I kind of had a rough weekend, so at least we're doing this, hanging out together as always. And yes, like I said, first time on this show, I'm gonna ask you, get into a little bit about you and your stuff and your channel and all that. Yeah. What about, how did you come up with the N-P name?
Oh, we're just jumping into it like that, huh?
Oh yeah, let's jump right in.
So I think I've talked about this before, but it's been a while.
Yeah, I'm here.
So if you look at my startup date for my channel, I think it's like 2013 or something.
Yeah.
So it's originally going to be a game channel where I do like gaming news and just basically put my feelings out in the world and whatever.
Wasn't it a gay channel too? I'm just kidding.
And and I was just talking to a buddy of mine, and he's the one who did the artwork for me for the input robot.
Yeah, great one. Yeah.
I was talking to him, and he was like, "Well, man, if you do that YouTube thing, what are you gonna name it?" And I was like, "I don't know. I just want to, talk about stuff and just kind of give my input on stuff." And he was like, "Oh, dude, that's it. It's input, and you just spell it N-Put, like,
Yeah."
And that was it. And I was like,
"Yeah, no, that's great.
That's kind of good,
And then I love it. It's short, it's sweet, and it's kind of like it could be anything. Kind of like my name, Danni Dolphin. It's like, you know what I mean. It's not stuck to one thing. It's like a personal branding, which I love. And then how did for you? I started with games myself, as we've talked about many times. But how did you go from games to toys eventually?
So I did a couple of game videos, and they kind of came off more like angry, ranty than like talking about what was going on. And I was just kind of like, yeah, I'm not really feeling this. And then the channel just kind of was, my main account that I'd watch like videos from or whatever. And I didn't really do anything with it. And then I just one day was like, I'm going to review this figure, and that's it. That was pretty much it. I don't remember what figure it was, but I think it was like SDCC, like Lio Convoy or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. And that was pretty much it.
Wow. Yeah. Do you remember your first Transformers figure you ever got? Like,
oh Jesus. I remember it was either Twin Twist or Blaster, G1 Twin Twist or Blaster. We're going through for Blaster. We were going through a Goodwill's. Me, my mom, and my grandparents. And Goodwill back in the day used to have these giant, canvas bags that were, 3-4 feet tall, and you would just have to dig for stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
They didn't really have like shelves or like anywhere that you would hang stuff up. It was just like these, like I said, these giant bags that would be full of clothes or toys or games or whatever. And you'd have to dig. And I just walked by one of them, and Blaster was just kind of on top. And I asked Mom if I could have it, and she asked how much it was, and I turned it around, and on the back it had just one line for indicate it was just $1 for G1 Blaster. And so Mom got me G1 Blaster for that. And then
I'll buy that for $1.
And then so at a different Goodwill, this was like I don't know, I don't really honestly remember which one came first, but it was a
Yeah.
different Goodwill. And there was just this bag of toys, just this giant clear plastic bag of toys, and it was stuff from like the early 80s, mid 80s, 70s, all
Mm,
kinds of crazy stuff, Lincoln Logs and
yeah.
whatever. But in this bag was Twin Twist.
Okay.
And I thought he was the coolest looking thing. And I asked my grandfather, I was like, hey, can I have this? And he wanted to know how much it was. And this entire bag was $1.50. And it was like a 50-gallon clear trash bag of just toys for $1.
Mhm.
And the only thing I wanted out of it was Twin Twist. Now we got in the truck, my grandfather's old Chevy C10 Cyan white short bed truck. And
Yeah.
I ripped that bag open, man, and
Wow.
pulled out Twin Twist, and that was it.
That was it.
That was it.
That's cool. Yeah, that similar story. Like I said, my mom took me through that kind of like thrift store, and I got Weird Wolf for my first Transformer, one of the first ones I ever had. And then just a same kind of story. Family didn't have a ton of money at that time, and I got that, and I loved it. And then ended up selling it at one point, which is terrible. But yeah, it's nice. And I re-got it now and finished. Took all the pieces. Feels good. It's not the same one, but oh well. Yeah, and then what's your collecting habits like right now? What are you collecting?
So right now, I'm not really collecting a whole lot of anything. There's a few third-party Transformers.
Hmm.
There's a Mafex, stuff like that. I pretty much sold like 90% of my entire collection. I kept a bunch of stuff. I basically kept everything that survived my childhood up until a few months ago. I kept all
Mhm.
that stuff. And basically I sold everything to buy a house. And when I did that, there was like this like massive like sense of like letting go where I don't feel the need to have, every Starscream or every Spider-Man or every whatever anymore, right?
Yeah.
Um, it made me do a whole lot of soul searching in doing that. So,
Like,
or like getting rid of all that stuff. And because there were certain things where I was like, I'm keeping this. Like I will be homeless and keep this in my backpack.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this goes
Yeah.
to the fucking grave with me, kind of thing.
Yeah. Egypt, I call it.
Um, and yeah, so now, like I said, it's like maybe like one or two third-party Transformers, maybe a year, maybe a couple of Mafex if Mafex ever releases anything that year. And that's pretty much it. A lot of older Kenner Batman stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of Toy Biz 90s and 80s Toy Biz stuff, and
Yeah.
uh some McFarlane here or there,
Yeah, for
depending on
sure.
what comes out. But yeah.
What about I was gonna say, like, what do you got going right now? Like, what are you doing right now on the YouTube channel? Like, what's up? Any
So right now there's been a lull in the shorts. I was doing like awesome toy gimmicks
Yeah.
that were mainly for like old toys and stuff that maybe like Gen Z or Gen Alpha or whoever like doesn't know about the toys and what they could do or what they would do or whatever. There's been a little bit of a lull in that, but there's stuff at the store now um that I'm slowly kind of creeping that back in.
Mhm.
Like I did a short on this Marvel Legends Archangel. It was black and silver.
Yeah.
And credit where credit's due, man. Fucking Hasbro killed it on those wings for that
Yeah.
Archangel. Like, good God. So I did a short on that, just basically saying that, that I like the wings. I paired it to some Cradle of Filth. And that's pretty much, besides the show that me and you do on Tuesdays, whenever I can come up with a topic. And
We both be feeling it, like we said we kind of stopped, which I didn't like completely, like when we totally stopped and then tried something else and then it didn't really go through, and then like now we're just kind of we got to want to keep it going, of course, but gotta kind of, just gotta be feeling it too, right? Don't want to force it, but it's got to be, both got to be in the mood, right?
Well, I think the issue is like one of the big issues is that I don't collect Transformers as much as I used to, and because of that, I don't keep up with a lot of what Hasbro and third party does as heavily as I used to.
Yeah, because you used to be the king of like everything, man. You used to know, you used to know a lot when shit was coming out. And I remember.
Yeah,
it's all good. It's good to pull back from it too, right? But yeah, and like you said, there's other things that we can open up and talk about on there too. There's lots of room still, and like I said, there'll be more HasLabs coming up. There'll be more stuff. So
yeah,
lots of stuff to talk about. But yeah, so where do you think, like, where do you want to go? Like, do you want to boost anything with your channel? Anything else in the near future, next year, kind of thing, or I just
honestly, man, I don't really know. Like I've tried to do or think about trying to do certain things and stuff, and I've got like stop motion ideas that just sit in the back of my mind that every now and then, like if I'm at the store, I'll pin out a script or something like that, and and do a little bit of storyboarding and everything else.
I think it was Raz that was telling me he misses the stop motion shows. Yeah.
I don't want to say I want to say they're coming back, but I also don't want to give everybody like a false hope. Right?
Yeah.
That because if you go back and you watch that Batman one I did earlier this year,
yeah.
That took me between building the sets and everything, painting and editing and filming and all that stuff, that took me about maybe 3 to 4 weeks of solid work.
Sorry. Yeah.
Almost like think about like 4 hours a day.
Yeah.
And it's kind of at a point right now I don't have that time to commit to that. So what I've been doing is kind of been working on my Corolla hatchback, and I've been making like little shorts and little video clips or whatever and putting that on my car channel as like a progress thing, as like instead of taking like 1,000 pictures to remember, like to be look back on in like 10 years and be like, oh hey, remember when I painted the Matrix or the Corolla or whatever, right? I'm just basically kind of putting it on there as like prosperity's sake, right? But a lot of that stuff and and work and everything else just eats up so much of my time.
Totally. I get it.
But I do have plans to continue that Batman thing, but if you guys know from my Transformers stop motions, I have plans to continue everything. It's just a matter of getting to it.
Get into it time, and like if there's a cheaper, I know you said they spend all this money on like sets, and there's a cheaper alternative maybe down the road you can think of, or do it differently. There's always that, right? But it's tough, right? Because I know you like to do a lot of it practical, and you know what I mean, add the other stuff in later, right? But it's an expensive thing to build these sets, time consuming to build the set, time consuming to film the animation. But like I said, people do miss it and everything. But yeah, you got to feel it,
Well, and to give you an idea of how, like, I consider my stop motion art, right?
Yeah, of course.
And if something like, and I feel like I take a very artistic approach to it. And so if something doesn't look right, I'm not the type of person to be like, okay, screw it, I'm just gonna go with it anyway. That Batman. So I didn't have the Hush Batman until I did that stop motion. If you watch the test footage that I did, I was using the Mafex Dark Knight whatever, or Nightfall Batman. I was going to use that Batman, and I didn't like how the cape didn't have a life of its own on that Nightfall Batman. It's a smaller cape.
Okay.
And I knew that the Hush Batman just had this giant, massive, cape that could be its own entity, right?
Yeah.
So I did that test animation with the Nightfall Batman. Didn't really care for how the cape didn't look like it was alive. I mean, it flapped
Mhm.
and it looked good, but it didn't feel like it was alive,
Yeah, I get it.
So I bought that Hush Batman, and at the time that the CT Toys knockoff wasn't out or anything, so I spent like $100 on that Batman,
Mhm.
right? Like that's how dedicated I get to the stop motions.
Yeah, of course.
So it
Yeah.
gets expensive.
Like I said, yeah, that's great. Like I said, thank you for being on here and
Yeah.
deep dive into that. And I'll get into the news now, if that's all right, unless you have anything else you want to add. But
I'll go for
let's
it.
talk some Transformers news.
It's Dan.
Transformers news.
Oops, sorry to cut you off. It's
I
nice.
was just gonna say, I was just gonna make a pun and say it's Danny's world, and we're
It's Danny's
just playing
world.
in it.
It's Danny's bedroom. I'm just kidding. It's a different show. But yeah, so here we go. This is the YOLO Park Tarn. It comes with that girl, little chubby little girl. I don't know what her name is.
Oh,
Nickel. It's Tarn's Nickel. So it's a strange thing. But yeah, it's third party figure. I like Tarn as a character. Like, yeah, it's pretty good. It almost looks like the Hasbro one, except this one's probably like made out of like actual like what has some metal probably if it's YOLO Park, right?
yeah, and it's probably better than the Hasbro one too.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the arms and everything. Yeah, but I like that style. They're like pretty close to it, right?
Yeah, no, I mean that's Tarn. That's very like IDW looking. And
Yeah, IDW. That's what I tried to say. Yeah.
yeah, and that just looks incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
And YOLO Park doesn't transform from what I remember, right?
No, it doesn't. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. No, and because it's some sort of model kit too. This one, but still, it's pretty cool. Like I've seen a few of these built. Know someone that built a couple of the other ones, and yeah, the quality is pretty decent, right? So
Yeah.
interesting. Now I can't remember. Did you ever watch Stranger Things or no?
Yeah, I haven't watched anything for season 5.
Okay, but yeah, they got the chicken mobile or the chicken gun guy. So
I saw this, and when I saw that he came with a rubber chicken, it reminded me of Cody Rhodes when Cody Rhodes had the rubber chicken thrown at his head at WrestleMania.
yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, hey everyone, I know chicken beak, baby. Like it's like what's for dinner? Chicken, but like I mean, it's funny as hell. The gimmick, like he also comes like what with that other part, I guess, because you can see the guy on his shoulder and that. So yeah, it's a little strange. But this yellow bird looks pretty cool, considering like how some of those new Soundwave ones look. This one actually doesn't have like see-through arms or anything, which looks really cool. Yeah, this chicken mode, this bird mode looks. I'm digging it.
I think the figure all around looks pretty decent.
Yeah. It's like the robot, like he looks like a cool robot. Like thing is like the price tag on this is like $50 Canadian, I think, or something. So it's high up there. So for me,
And he's a deluxe, isn't he?
Yeah, it is. I think it's a pass, but it's just it's cool. Yeah, it's definitely really cool aesthetic to the robot. He looks neat, but just for no character, it's just a little high. And I don't watch the show even, so.
Yeah, get that thing on clearance, man. But I do think overall it looks really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bird even looks good. Oh no, he's Voyager. He's Voyager.
Oh, okay, Voyager, but still, yeah, it's a hefty tag with the licensing and all that. But it's just like for character you don't really know. But hopefully they'll make it into another guy to be a remold for something, right?
Yeah.
I know people
they haven't used that. They haven't used that yellow. Was it the pizza van or whatever from last year?
No, I know they never used the turtle one, which is like very. Could see why in a way. This one I've heard people saying
the Stranger Things, the other Stranger Things one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
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 But they haven't used that mold for anything yet either.
No.
So
strange.
It's funny, like, because I think both of those look really good. Both of those Stranger Things Transformers, I think they look really good. Yeah,
they do, and at least it is a Voyager. Actually, I know the price is still high, but like at least it feels more dense. You feel, you know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, and then we have what's his name, Sideways, and he actually does do the thing with the heads. So he does. You can put the different heads on him, and his regular head folds down right here, as you can see.
So he does come with both Micromasters
Yeah, and they both swap heads.
or mini cons.
It's not on the back of the box. They've been criticized for that, but
they should be criticized for that because my initial thought, because I saw this when they announced it, like 2 weeks ago, that they only had the picture. They only had one of the mini cons like pictured with him and everything else. So, but I see. I don't know, man. Like this is where I start to really kind of. It's sideways. It's Armada. It looks like it'd be a decent. It's a decent enough update, right?
Yeah.
But to me, it doesn't look like if you got it. It has that problem of if you have the original, what's the point of getting this one?
Yeah, for sure. It is Voyager, which is a little nicer, but yeah, at Voyager price, like people have been saying too, like it'd be nice to know every gimmick that the toy does, so it sells. But
yeah,
it's very interesting. I know what you mean. I know I feel the same, man, because there's a lot of Armada figures, or I like the originals more, of course, and I know some people don't like them, so don't have as much articulation and all that, but I do like them because they remind me of G1, but they're not G1. And they have the gimmicks, and there's just something about them. I'm just nostalgic to the original figures. I do like the bulkiness, the G1-ness of them, as you could say. You know what I mean? They're not really full, like posing articulation. They're just like a cool toy overall, a cool piece of plastic, and they are a dense, heavy plastic. The original toys, well, most of them, anyways. So. Like you said, it's just hard, hey, for like it's hard to know, like, oh, do I pick this up or not, right? If you have the original, if you care. But yeah, for people that don't lost their original, maybe they see this in the store and it's their nostalgic grab, I guess, right?
Well, that, or maybe it's a second chance to get a character they really care about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. How do you feel about the new Swindle?
I don't really see anything. This is my first time seeing them. So far I don't see anything terribly out of place except for like how long his like shins to his feet are.
Yeah, that's the whole problem with this whole figure is the shin to leg ratio.
Yeah, his proportions on the lower legs are a little wonky. I do like that massive shoulder cannon though. I know it's probably like Brutus's gun or something, but like I do like that.
I know that is a cool element.
So far, I will say the Combaticons that they're doing, that Hasbro's been doing or showing or whatever. It's been really hard for me to see anything on them that I don't like. Everyone they've shown, I'm like, oh, that looks pretty decent. Like, good job.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
it's tough, right? Like, cause he's the one out of all of them too. Like, he's the one with the most color, basically, in the G1 set. I always liked Swindle. He had a lot of personality. High Piece of Darkness. His voice was always cool. I was always drawn to Swindle.
Yeah, like I said, this one doesn't look bad. I just want somebody now that everyone has done a set of Combaticons, I want somebody to do them in purple and white and just and let's just get these, let's get the RID colors out there.
That'd be great. I know, like hopefully they will. I know someone said the Ruination, one of them probably get recolored eventually, so hopefully they live up to that, but hopefully it's not like 10 years later. Hey, Iaconus, thank you for stopping by. It's interesting to say the least. I have high hopes for it, but looking at the actual Devastator here, I have it somewhere.
Or the Bruticus?
Devastator. Bruticus. Here he is. So I made this, right? So we got top, we got Combiner Wars, we have Magic Square, or what Make Toys one, and then we have kind of two pictures of him from the cartoon or what the supposed to be, and then the new one. So you can kind of get an idea of everything. I'll just go back this in a second, but here is him straight on. I mean, he doesn't look as stumpy and weird as some people were hating on right away. I'm still stoked for it, but proportions a little strange, I guess, or what would you say? Because even here, he does look like, his legs are a little longer for sure, but he still looks a little stumpy in the cartoon to me.
So I think the problem is that if you look at where the legs connect to the, I guess, like the trailer or whatever, right?
Yeah.
That whole section is like that military blue green, and
Hmm.
I think if they would have colored it completely silver, it would
Hmm.
have brought the legs and the thighs further down, and he wouldn't look as squat as he does.
Yeah, yeah. That blue part up top there above Swindle and
Yeah,
Brawl.
like right above Swindle and Brawl. Yeah, like blue, green, whatever
Yeah,
that is. Yeah.
I
That's what
know.
that's what's making him look really squat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because it brings those knee. It makes the knees look. Hey, MCDC. It's going. It makes it. Yeah, it's a very weird optical illusion. Because when you look at it right here, it does look like bigger than than that other shot they first showed. But yeah, like it does seem like that's cutting it off a little, probably affecting your brain a bit. Because here, like he doesn't look as bad with just all blue. Like you can he looks more proportionate to me there.
Yeah, see, that looks better because there's no color breakup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really see, other than that, I don't see anything like, yeah, look right here. So he's all blue here. That doesn't look bad. He still looks kind
Yeah.
of squat, but he doesn't look like he's cut off at the
Yeah.
knees. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. He, like I said, he looks more proportionate, but still a little maybe off here and there. But
Yeah.
it doesn't look as like, yeah. It's, there's something about that, how that blue here just really takes away the length of his like thighs or whatever to the shin.
And then his feet, he doesn't have any feet.
Yeah, yeah. Where's
Like,
feet
it's the
like
same.
there?
That's the same problem that Combiner Wars had, right? Like, look at the feet on Combiner Wars. There's
Yeah, I think Combiner's feet are definitely worse, but
he's got no feet, man. Like
mhm.
that, and see, that'll throw off proportions as well. That'll make it look really, really short and stumpy as well. Like he needed to have some sort of, I don't know, like shoe or something for it to
You
really
can kind of see it. It's thin, but like, yeah, in animation, it is just those flat parts. It's hard to. Yeah, I had that one, the Ocular Max one or whatever it's called, and it never stayed together properly. The feet were the worst part of it, just getting it all clicked in. It was a freaking nightmare. Like if you didn't pose it or didn't even move it, hey mom, it was fine, right? But at some point, it was just like it was tough to deal with, right?
right.
All these feet are usually tough to deal with. Alrighty. What else you got?
But yeah, I would say for this Bruticus, I would give, if I was a teacher and Hasbro turned this in, I'd give them like an A minus.
Yeah, it's close.
Yeah.
A couple weird things, and like I think other people too. Just this type of transformation for this, and like the rocket, it is the wrong way. Like in this, like points, shuttle points out this, and then in. So there's like little nitpicks. People you get super picky, but overall, I am looking forward to it. Bruticus is one of my favorites. So
don't worry, DNA Designs, they'll do an upgrade kit, and then the shuttle will have to, they'll make some little stamp-on piece that makes, Blast Off be able to turn around, and then they'll make him like 4 inches taller and fix the proportions and do everything else. And don't worry, it'll only cost everybody $74.99 to be able to take this $250 combiner to a point to where it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I just don't want to do that, man. You know what I mean? The kits, it's just like I don't want to do that. If the only thing you collected with Transformers, you bought the kits, but like there's something about it I just don't like.
Right.
I don't like having to buy something to make my toy better, but or change
I mean,
it.
To the credit of the people that are complaining about Blast Off being, facing the wrong way around.
Yeah.
I mean, they really could have fixed that. I mean, it's just a 5mm peg hole. They could have drilled a hole in the back of him and plugged him in.
Yeah, it's very strange. And what do you MCD? It says, "Gone is the day of Hasbro quality matching creativity." Totally, hey.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's kind
of.
of.
Unfortunately, it's not just Hasbro either.
No,
it's a good majority of all these companies.
Yeah, lots of the companies, right?
MCDJ says, "I wonder if Hasbro makes these that way with backdoor deals with DNA and others." I don't know. That's getting into like conspiracy theory stuff, but I wouldn't be surprised, right?
Yeah. Personally, I could have passed on these guys. Yeah, a lot of people said that too. Not another Bruticus. I'm tired of Combaticons. I mean, I'm definitely tired of Devastator more than Bruticus, but still.
I think I'm at a point. I'm at a point now where I'm tired of G1.
Yeah, to a point. I mean, I'd love to see more like Japanese G1. You know,
like I don't even care about that stuff. Seeing that stuff anymore. Like I want everybody to get as far as way. Like Hasbro should be doing an all Armada wave.
It would be cool.
You know, like they trickle out like these little pieces of it, you know, like Unicron trilogy and stuff like that, right? Or some Beast Wars or something, right? But they don't go completely into it, right?
Yeah. Low 2 lineup quality. Yeah, it's just they don't commit enough. I know they said that in 2026 or 7 they will, start producing more not other figures that aren't G1, so hopefully they do stick to that, but we'll see. Who knows what the toys will be like by then anyhow.
Be paying dude, was it Voyager's going up to what, $50 or something? What
Yeah.
did they say that was?
Yeah, you guys are almost paying more than us now, so it's just a weird, very weird time.
Get ready, folks. We're gonna be turning the corner in 2027. They're gonna be $75 deluxes.
Yeah, it's just not cool. But how did you feel about these guys? And we'll end the news part soon, I guess. So how did you feel about because I love G2. I know you like G2 in colors, but these guys just did not hit 100% with me. Like they kind of looked, even more knockoff-ish than I thought, or more cheap. Like, just clash.
So like they didn't release them. These were back in the day. These were on, they were going to be released, but G2 got canceled. So I don't really have a problem with these. I think they look good. Like in the sense that they're very true to what the original G2 figures were going to be.
Yeah, the art.
And I like the fact that Hasbro has been releasing these, unreleased G2 concept pieces or prototypes and stuff like that finally.
Yeah.
So, but there is a reason why G2 failed the way it did. Because it just wasn't appealing aesthetically to a lot of kids and stuff. So,
and nostalgia, G1ers, like just was so 90s for them, right?
Yeah. But yeah, I think these look really good, and for what they are, right? So,
totally.
Yeah, I dig them.
Yeah, like I said, there's something about the colors just a blend 100%, but I'm in on them. They look cool. Just wonder how many different ones they will do. Shoot.
Well, I think at this point G2 they're running out. I mean, they could recolor that Bruticus and stuff, and that's probably going to be on the docket.
Yeah.
Every time they do a Bruticus.
Yeah, I just would love the Ruination one more, just because we have some of the RID stuff. So
yeah,
and they've always done the G2 Bruticus, but we will see. Is there anything else? Can I remember if I asked you about? How did you feel, and move on, about the Seekers still? Like how like what was your are you just sick of it?
I'm pretty much like, okay, it's shrunk down masterpiece. I've said for years that a lot of these modern Transformers, like Chug scale Transformers, are taking design cues from Masterpiece.
Yeah.
And I've called them, baby Masterpiece for 5 years now. But this is too soon.
Yeah.
For real. Because you just spent they just released Thrust. They just released all three re-released all three Coneheads.
Yeah.
They've done every Seeker imaginable except for Sunstorm on the Siege mold or the Earthrise mold, respectively.
Yeah.
And now they're doing this. Like, fuck it, man. Like, if I wasn't already done, this would have made me done.
Yeah, I get that.
there's just yeah. And then to come out, the other thing too is like to come out swinging with Thundercracker.
Yeah.
They could have used this mold on Sunstorm, given the fandom a modern Sunstorm, and because it's in that baby masterpiece design,
Yeah.
and waist swivel and all that stuff, it would have sold no matter what. You know, you could have really kind of bridged that connection with the fandom there. Missed opportunity there. It does make me wonder if Starscream is going to be like some sort of exclusive or something.
Yeah, I think he is. I think Starscream's the Target exclusive.
Jesus.
Yeah, so it kind of gets dated, old, you know?
Yeah, so in other words, hold on to your Earthrise one, guys. Your Earthrise Starscreams.
Like I said, I've seen so many of those just getting put out on Marketplace. Everyone's selling all their Seekers now.
Yeah.
It's intense. Did you have anything to share? Like any figures or anything?
Not really.
No?
Didn't we just talk about that?
Yeah, I know. I just wonder if you had anything, but
I got that Mafex Captain America, the comic
show
one.
that off. Yeah, let's see it.
You guys should definitely get that. You guys haven't gotten that.
Show or?
Huh?
Do you have it to show? Or
Not near me, no.
Okay, yeah, no worries.
So
yeah, I don't know what I got. I had that. I think I got this.
and MCDJ says same thing with G.I. Joe. We tend to get the OG characters over and over.
Yeah, I ended up getting this one. No idea what it's like yet. The Prime.
Oh yeah, okay.
Let's see what that does. Yeah, I know. It's same with G.I. Joe's. Like, how many Snake Eyes have we got now, right? In the classified line?
Yeah, I've noticed that through the stuff that we get in
this too. I don't know why.
Oh, the Spider God.
Yeah.
That's not Peter Parker.
Yeah, that's not Peter Parker, right? Yeah.
Because Hasbro, so my understanding why they won't sign off on Metro Titan is because they don't know that Hasbro thinks that nobody knows who Metro Titan is, and Metro Titan wouldn't sell. So, because back in the day, that SDCC convention exclusive one with the chrome thighs, the toy colored one, that was originally supposed to be Metro Titan, and and then last minute, the whoever was over, head of Transformers or whatever it was at the time, decided not to do it. They changed their mind because they felt like no one knew who Metro Titan was.
Yeah.
So I would just imagine like that's the same situation now.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's weird. Metro Titan's cool, so I'd love to see it, right?
Luckily for you, I have a custom one on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, your custom one's great. That's another thing you did. We didn't mention the customs, but yeah, this is kind of cool. It's another Viper, another repaint, but still, like these classified figures are pretty cool. I'm still enjoying them to a point. Yeah.
I just feel like so much of that's gotten so stagnant. Like MCDJ was saying, it's like it's the same characters over and over and over again, right?
Agree. I would totally agree. Yeah, it's just it does get old, right? Or great shot. I know we need a new great shot like no other, man. Like Get to the topic. We touched on this earlier, but we'll do a bit of a deeper dive. So hold on. So yeah, didn't mean to get into that before, but yeah, what's like collecting mean to you, and where's it headed? Kind of like, where do you like? What do you still enjoy about it? Like, what are you going to be your collecting habits in the future, or how do you still feel overall?
So, I don't know. I don't know how to dissect that, right? So like,
take it piece by piece. Like, what do you?
So Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, like so we're like because I know you like you got rid of that collection. You talked a bit about earlier parts
Yeah.
of it. Like, do you feel free from that? Do you still love collecting? Because I know you love collecting, not just toys. You love collecting as a whole, right?
Yeah. So, um, yeah. So, like I said earlier, like when I sold all that stuff, it felt like a huge weight off my shoulders got released off my shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
A huge weight got released off my shoulders. Um, but when I did that, like I said, I had to do a lot of soul searching because I
Yeah.
still enjoy toys. I still enjoy like older
Sure.
toys or like newer toys and stuff. Like there's still when something comes through the store that like I'll use that Archangel for example again, right? Like when that came in through the store, I was like, holy shit, look at these wings. Like these are beautiful, right?
Mhm.
Like just very well done. Um like I said, credit where credit's due to Hasbro for those wings, right?
Yeah.
So like in terms of action figures and stuff, there's always something that I can pull away from every figure because there's still that part of me that really, really enjoys it, whether it's old toy gimmicks or something like those Archangel wings or something, right? But I will say that like for the most part, like what I'll collect right now is the Masters of the Universe Masterverse stuff.
Yeah.
I should be getting my Anti-Eternia He-Man New Eternia design, whatever you want to call that figure, be here shortly. Looking very forward to that figure. But the other thing that kind of drives me too is like dioramas and play sets.
Mm-hmm.
And so as of right now, I have a resin printer, like a resin 3D printer, and it doesn't print as big as I need it to do for
Yeah.
what I want to do. But I really want to start like doing like I want to print like a bat cave. I want to do my own play sets, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like if these companies aren't going to give us the world for us to live in with these characters, like with these toys and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
that then it kind of falls on us to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been kind of looking at like 3D printers and like I get like filament printers, they print like ABS and PLA and whatever, right? Like a non-resin printer, I guess. To really kind of make play sets and make these worlds
That's
come to
cool.
life and stuff. So that's where it is at right now in terms of collecting. In terms of the future,
Yeah, like it changed over time too, like for the future.
So like for the future, I don't ever see myself not buying a Ken or Batman figure. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, if I get them all, then I get them all, and then I guess that would be the only way I stop, right? But
Yeah.
like, Night Iconist, but if I see one, I'm like, oh, dude, yeah, missile firing action, and it's red and purple Batman. Fuck yeah, I'm buying it. Like. So
Yeah.
I still get excited about that stuff, and so I don't see myself not. The same thing with like the Toy Biz X-Men and the Marvel superhero stuff and all that. Like
Yeah.
Or 90s Power of the Force 2 Star Wars. Like I love that stuff too.
Totally.
So yeah. So what was the other one? The other part?
Well, just yeah, like how's it changed over time? And what does it mean to you today collecting? Like, what is it still like, for me, because like I said, it still fills that void. I don't know, something going on, like definitely we have some mental health issues or something, but it fills that void for me, the collecting. Like it gives me something to focus on, it still means that to me to a point, but it seems like you've kind of let go of that a little, right? Like that need to the need to collect and need to be in the new, you know what I mean? Which is healthier, I'd say, like what you're experiencing, right?
Yeah, I would. So like for me, it's kind of become like a like so I guess like people duation
Yeah.
they're basically kind of they're wanting that dopamine hit, right?
Yeah.
And for like that 10 seconds, that hour, whatever it may be,
Yeah.
that dopamine fix, and then it's like kind of on to the next or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But like for me, I can't wait to get home to play with the figure, set it up, pose it,
Yeah.
and that's where the enjoyment for me comes from.
Hmm.
And so because that's where my enjoyment with so much of this is at now, I can pick something up, you know, like I don't know, a Harley Quinn, right?
Hmm.
And I can set her next to Batman, and then and then have them do this fight scene or whatever, and then play out the fight scene, and then at the end of the entire fight scene or whatever, come up with this really cool pose I can keep them in.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Always thought
um,
that too, though. Like when I noticed, like when you bought a toy, even when you're buying a lot of stuff, I noticed, like, oh my god, he actually enjoys the figure, right? He's not like the
yeah,
compulsive buying, like, no, I need it, I show it, ah! But you
right,
you actually enjoy the toy. I always thought that was cool. Always knew that about you. And like, yeah, you pose it, you try to multiple different poses before you get into that one. But it's like, wow, he actually, he enjoys the toy when he gets it.
yeah,
Just
and that's
healthy, good. Like it's actually what you're supposed to do, right?
and yeah, and I mean, and don't get me wrong, like there's some, you know, I do have figures where, I was really excited to get it, and then when I got it, I was like, "Oh man, I passed on this one."
Yeah,
Right?
of course. Yeah,
Um,
of course.
and I think we all have those figures,
Hmm.
but like I've also noticed with me, the less that I buy, the more excited I get about what I have on pre-order that's coming.
Yeah,
Like the SH figure art Cyclops that's coming, the Gamerverse
yeah,
Cyclops, Marvel vs. Capcom. Dude, I'm so excited for that figure. I
that's
really
cool.
am. I can't wait to pose him up and you know, just have him Gene slice everything,
Yeah,
everywhere, and
I feel
um
that. Like, especially like the Hasbro stuff, not as much, but like when I get those high-end anime figures that only drop so many months or months apart, 6 months at a time, like they're like the ones I really enjoy, the ones I like, yeah, pose the most, get into all the like pieces they come with, it's just really enjoy, indulge in it, right? And it's high end
yeah.
and it feels high end. It feels like exactly what I paid for it usually. Usually.
There's That's how I feel, like, truthfully, that's kinda how I feel with the Mafex stuff, like, that
Hmm.
Superboy, that Mafex Superboy
Yeah,
is
that's cool.
that's the figure I've been waiting for,
Hmm.
like, in terms of a Superboy for,
Yeah,
I don't
long.
know, however long now, 20 years, 30 years, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
But so much of this, like, I don't think I'll ever stop collecting, I don't wanna say collecting, because 'cause I'm not collecting them on purpose, right? But I'm buying them on purpose, and then
Yeah.
that causes a collection, right? But, like, there's just a sense of, a child, like, my inner child comes out, and for, like, that hour or 30 minutes or whatever it is, like, I'm I'm that I'm that free kid again, no care in the
Yeah.
world, no nothing, and I will probably most likely be that till, till I'm in my grave, and Oracle will come out of Target, and, they'll be I'll have, like, a new He-Man or whatever,
Yeah.
um, and as soon as I get in the car, like, I've already ripped the package open, and I'm posing them, right? And then,
Yeah.
like, I'm doing, like, stupid voices with them, like, I bought Skeletor, and, it's like I got him in the car and ripped open the box, and I was like, "Nah, He-Man, I'm coming to kill you, son of a bitch," you know? It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah, that moment just letting go, like that's why we all love it too. And like I said, there's other parts of the hobby I love about it too, like going there, seeing it on the shelf, and just the old. It brings that nostalgia to it, right?
Yeah, for me, it's, like, more than nostalgia, it's magic, right?
Yeah,
Like,
like you
it's
said, that escape for a second, like you know,
yeah.
it's
Like,
great.
I get to be in their world, right? Like, I get to be Spider-Man,
Mm-hmm.
I get to be I get to be, He-Man, I get to be Doomsday, I get
Yeah,
to be, like, all these things, and like, and yeah, like I said, it's just magical to me, and, um like we came back. I'll give you like an example of like just how much I get like just enthralled with so much of this.
Yeah.
We're coming back from the comic book store, and I found this Mattel Bizarro, and it's a pretty modern Bizarro. It's like right before McFarlane got the DC license.
Yeah.
One of Mattel's last DC figures of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a fabric cape, and I was like, hell yeah, modern 6-inch Bizarro with a fabric cape.
Yeah.
Sign me up, dude. Fuck yeah, I'm down. And so we're coming back, and like I just rolled down the window. Gosh, what was it? Rocked You Like a Hurricane came on the radio,
Cool.
right?
Scorpions.
And so like I rolled down the window and I posed Bizarro like he was flying, and I hung him out the window, and his cape just flapping in the wind, and rocked like a hurricane, blaring on the radio, you know.
Awesome, dude.
And yeah, it's just like it just doesn't, you know, there's no care in the world, man. I'm free. I'm a kid again. Not even like a kid again. It's just like, you know, that inner child is coming out, and I'm happy and I'm smiling with it. You know, it's magic.
Yeah, it's that it's that being in the moment, the present moment, so much, and enjoying it. You know.
Yeah.
It's like being alive. I mean, we're always alive, but it just feels that like really in the moment, present. And yeah, like I said, once you got that new toy as a kid, like you were so in the moment, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait to make up stories with it, and the imagination was already just pouring and oozing out, and then yeah, it led into other stuff. And like you said, at that time too, you actually enjoyed the figure for a long time, right? MC DJ asked, like, is there anything else as a kid that you still collect today? Like,
is there any hobby y'all had as a kid that you still collect and play with? For me, it's diecast cars and play sets. So I'm assuming, like, when you say play sets, like, you mean like the play sets from like Hot Wheels, like the turbo tracks and like the orange tracks and stuff. Yeah, actually, there's still like the 90s, like the 90s Toy Biz stuff. There are still figures that as a kid that I didn't get, and it's so easy. It's so easy to get on eBay, and type in like X-Men Water Wars, and then find the playset and get it and whatever, right? Like it's so easy to do that. But when I see something like from the 90s Spider-Man or the 90s or 90s Toy Biz in general, right? Spider-Man, like animated series or non-animated series, or the X-Men or non-animated series or whatever, right? Like, I don't care. Like, but there are still figures that I haven't gotten yet, and that are still on my list that I want to get. So, and I'm talking this list of I've had since I was like 10, 12 years old.
You know what? That's crazy to say that, because even just last weekend, because you know we're doing the move stuff, we're going through all these boxes, his collection and stuff, arts, right? And he found this. I never had this figure as a kid. It's missing its pieces, but it still means a lot to me to actually see one in person and have it. Is this Moby Lick?
Oh, dude!
Yeah, it's one of my Grail figures. Like, I never use that term Grail or nothing, but I never was able to get this in my own town at the time, and so I'm so happy. Like, so maybe he'll have the hat too and the little part in the back eventually, but I don't care. It's still a pretty decent shape. It's got its scuff, but if you know these figures, they can be pretty beat up, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, and it's Moby Lick, you know, one I always wanted. So I'm just so happy with it, you know.
Yeah.
Just to have it, and you know, someone like that giving it to you, it just means a lot. So
yeah, I have a Shockwave that Oracle got me. It was Christmas. I think it was 2020 or 2021 Christmas. That Oracle got me the Shockwave, and she went into Target, and she came back. It was like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 days before Christmas or whatever it was. And she comes back and she tells me the story of how she got it. She went to the guy who worked the toy aisle at Target, and she told the guy, she's like, I need anything Shockwave. Yeah. What do you have Shockwave? And it was that Transformers Cyberverse Shockwave that has like the armor flipping, like clear plastic that flipped over. And it was like, it was one of those figures, like I would never buy that on my own.
No.
Right. But coming from her, it meant the world.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, I love this, man. Like,
That's cool. Yeah. If someone buys you something like that too, it just means a lot more, and it's just something you probably wouldn't get on your own. But then, yeah, you have it and you enjoy it, right?
yeah,
I love
yeah.
Judas Priest. Yeah, Turbo Lover is a great album too. But yeah, I know I feel the same. I got some other ones too from the Street Sharks line. It's just like I said, the thing about those old lines too is so cool. Like I showed that stuff off before. I think I don't know if I can get it now, but all my Bucky stuff I put together the last couple weeks too. And it's like I love those lines where it's like they're only so big. So when you're done collecting, you're done collecting. Even if you buy it sealed and opened, it's a finite set. You know they're not gonna make more. And yeah, it's fun to collect for, like you said. Toy Biz is a huge thing, but there's subsets for Spider-Man. Like the ones I want the most are like those Venom ones with the Venom head on there, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like the Lasher and all that, and the Riot, the Purple Riot, have all that on card I would be to die for. I can't believe those figures have shot up too. Like if you're gonna get them off eBay, but it's just stuff like that, where it's a finite set, so you don't have to just yeah, like it might still cost a lot in the end. If you're gonna get it all from eBay, you can hunt for it for years or do whatever, but you'll know when it's done,
And see, and for me, I don't mind not getting stuff off of eBay because there's always something that when I go to the flea market or when I go to one of the toy stores in town or something like that, I'm always gonna find something else.
Yeah, close
that,
to it, or
yeah, that I'm gonna spend my money on. So, or that I've always wanted, right? Or that I want, or something like that, right? Like my mom has a saying for me. She's like, you never know what he will come home with. and that's the God honest truth. Like legitimately, one day, this is like the most extreme example. One day I left in a Corolla and came back home in a Celica. So like you never know what I'm gonna come home with.
God, that's funny, man. That makes me laugh. I got a bad joke that I hold it in, but it's just yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's cool, man. Like, yeah, you just never know. Like, especially in that time too. You just never know like what type of thing you might be into. Especially there's like so many different toy lines when we were kids, and
Yeah. It's like MC DJ says, a lot of time we collect mostly for display or carefully play, but definitely wanting to know about those that y'all get down and dirty with that you don't care about the condition you strictly got.
It's tough. Good question.
So what I'll do is like all of these things, all these figures, like especially the older ones, they all have a story to tell. And it's really, really unfortunate that they can't speak for themselves, because I would legitimately love to sit down and listen to every last Batman and Luke Skywalker and whatever. Like I want to hear their tales from, the sand pits and whatever, right? So when I find a figure that's like super beat up like that, and it's got like 20-year-old sand just stuck in the joints and stuff, like that will be the figure that I will buy. You can put the same figure, one be uber mint and the other one be so well loved and sand just stuck everywhere. I will buy the one that has the sand stuck everywhere, because that figure not only has a story to tell, but I will take that figure home, I will take it apart, clean it up, and if whatever battle damage is on it, like if the bat logo is like rubbed off the chest halfway or something, I will leave that rubbed off.
Yeah.
Right. Like I won't like stencil a new one or anything else like that. But like I'll clean the dirt out. I'll clean the, whatever the icing, the cake or whatever.
Yeah.
And then basically like give that figure a retirement home. You know what I mean? Like it's earned it. So
that's cool. Yeah, me, I'm a little more picky, but still, like some stuff, especially turtle stuff, I've picked up or whatever, just to see the mold, to see the figure, right?
Yeah, and I do that. I do that too. Like if there's a mold or like a buck or something that I want to check out, and yeah, if it comes to the store, I can mess around with it and check it out.
Yeah.
MC DJ says absolutely input if toys can talk and tell us their journeys and battle scars. 100%, dude.
No, super
100%.
cool. Super cool. I guess that brings us to the end, though. Thank you for joining me. Like, anything else you want to say? Like, anything else coming up? Or we'll have a show hopefully coming up next Tuesday for sure. So watch out for that.
Anything I want to say? I mean, I always say, you know, be good to yourself, be good to each other, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me. Thank you for everyone in chat that showed up. I appreciate it all. It's always nice to have everyone show up, you know, makes you feel better. And yeah, it's just nice to talk. Like I said, this show is a bit more formal and, you know, just like keep it around an hour and so, and, you know, it's just kind of fun. But yeah, like I said, it's nice to just have people on the first time, get to hear about their channel, hear about them a bit, and then dive into some news and, you know, some topics at the end. So it's always fun. So thank you for joining me. And I always look forward to our stream as well. The Transformers fandom. What will we be talking about next?
It's the State of the Transformers Fandom podcast. And you've been doing the show long enough with me.
I know, it's almost our year anniversary. One day I'll get it right. But yeah, we'll have to have a special something for that. Maybe a Christmas episode next week. You never know. We'll see. Or holiday episode. I didn't mean to offend anyone out there.
Well, Christmas is what, 2 weeks away now?
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, maybe Danny and friends in the new year. I was thinking get some people together. We'll see. Lots of stuff planned. Like I said, I'm actually just doing all these streams right now, trying to get out of my funk, which I kind of have, and then other stuff planned too. So you know, once I'm settled, so
yeah, get it all figured out. Squared away.
Like I said, it's all for the fun. But I love just sitting down, hanging out, and chatting with people. It's the funnest and. You know, off the cuff, it's great. So, like you said, stay safe, stay strong, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one.
You on crunk, Rebel? Hasbro, has been slipping. Hasbro, has blue, whole brand drifting. You don't want Danny Dolphin out the kitchen, start pitching, start twitching, facts hitting. She loves the robots like she loves the boys. They all toys, they supposed to bring us joy. Supposed to bring us light at the end of the tunnel when shit goes wrong. Just replay this on shuffle. Has been slipping. The price hikes got the whole fan base tripping. Danny Dolphin dropping dollars for bots. I'm the fiend type, selling the booty for bots. That's a meme, right? QC dropping like a plot twist in a dream. Yikes, price hikes hit like Megatron shots. Make the scene spike. Rammed it right into the Hasbro Center. Omega Prime has lab drama, had the whole fandom tempered. Distribution looking like the scalpers run the print center. I love this brand, but the value ain't the same when I enter. From Megatron to Galvatron, evil just gets stronger. Do I pre-order now or do I wait a little longer? Repaints hollow plastic, got the legacy feeling wronger. But I still line up for the drop, cause the love grows stronger. But every time I say I'm done, I see a new one dropping. Scrolling pulse at 3 a.m. like, okay, fine, I'ma cop it. My wallet say stop it, but my heart ain't stopping. TF plastic crack, yeah, I swear I'm locked in. Hasbro, has been slipping. Hasbro, has blue, whole brand drifting. You don't want Danny Dolphin out the kitchen, start pitching, start twitching, facts hitting.
Oh my god.